Leo ndo utajua makalawa ni nani. Mjinga mkubwa. Na msinitoe mpaka nirudi hapa. Wewe ujui watu.
This is what happens. Hii ndio ujinga inayotokea across Kenya. Na watu wanaweza kawa wakasema Batuli hana adabu, aheshimu wanasiasa, anatukana wanasiasa. Mimi sijai tukana mtu. Mimi anamwambia mtu ukweli. Na it is very painful kuangalia an OCS and a police officer atakuweka ndani kwa sababu mheshimiwa fulani ama influential person amesema uwekwe ndani. Na when you go to look at the constitution, hauna kosa lolote la kuwekwa ndani. Myself have gone through this. I'm a victim of this. I've went through it I don't know how many times. But do you know what? There is a difference between huyo mwanamke amewekwa ndani na Batuli. Mimi nikishikwa pale ndani naekwa ndani, hata kama nimepelekwa na nani, nataka kuona kitabu cha OB kimeandikwa kitu, then you book me inside, then tomorrow I want to see myself in the court. Kwa sababu ya hiyo ninataka kwenda kotini, and you need to prove in front of the court why I was arrested. Which clause of the constitution was it used for me to be arrested? Huyu mwanamke alishikwa, alidhulumiwa, alinyanyaswa na akaekwa ndani. Mwisho wa kuishia yote yale alikuwafanyia community amenyamaza. Kwa sababu ya nini? Watu wanafikiria wakikuweka ndani wanakupeleka wapi? Wanafikiria ndo wanakufunga mdomo. It's the same tactics Madam Zamzam ambazo hutumia na amekuwa akitumia, lakini juzi akakatazwa kwa sababu inamharibia kura. Na ndio maana mimi nilimwambia women rep wa Mombasa, kama wewe ni mwanamke na unajitambua wewe ni mwanamke ambaye uko na matiti, umefunga katika sidiria, my friend, take me to court. And I trust you. The evidence I'm going to show there, you will never be voted in 2027. And she knew that. No matter how much power she has as a women rep, no matter how much wanaume wangapi wako nyuma yake, she knew that she will never match Batuli Mohamed Swale. Because trust me, I don't just bluff. I show up. And when I show up, I'm very rogue. Sinanga ile huruma ati uni Muislamu mwenzako ni mwanamke mwenzako. You wanted me to suffer. I'll make sure you will suffer. Because what you give me, I take it back to you with interest. I don't care how many positions you hold. And I always tell you and watu wa Kenya, I have nothing to lose. I have suffered enough under this thing we call it system. I have gone through hell and back. And that is how I have come to realize I'm the high-end waters when it comes to what I believe in. And I'm going to show up, and I'm going to show unmatched belief in my constitution. And I'm going to make sure that that same constitution that does not work for the poor works for me. I'm going to the court on 20th because I called out the chairman of Majaoni Land Settlement. His term is over. Hatujui ni congression gani ililetwa ikamchagua yeye. Committee members wa hiyo Majaoni Land Settlement hawajulikani ni kina nani. The constitution of that, his term has expired and he's still the Majaoni Land Settlement. He represents the people. So I want to see the court of Shanzu where I'm going to told that I defamed him. You don't defame a public figure. You don't defame a person who has been called to serve the community. You only pinpoint to what they do. But what do? They prevent themselves with the defamation. To prevent you talking from the same issues are going through the same communities they are doing. I will never stop speaking truth to power. I will never stop walking on the path of what I believe in. I will never stop looking for the ways to change even the slightest thing in my area. I believe and I know I cannot change everything because I'm not God. But I believe I can change something. And for that belief only, I'm going to walk. Maybe right now I'm crawling on my stomach. That is the stage where I am. I'm crawling. But it will come a time I'm going to stand up. Very soon I'll start walking. Then I will run. Then people will join to run with me. I realize and I know Kenyans have been disappointed. Kenyans have been lied to. I know. Kenyans right now, they cannot trust anyone else. But I believe there is hope. The reason why we wake up every morning and fight back, although we know there is a death which is facing us every day. For that hope, I believe Kenyans are going to give me a chance. Kenyans are going to give me a place because I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm ambitious. I'm a woman. I've been broken by the same system that we vote in every 4 years term. But do you know what? I'm at the mercy of my people. And I know they will never leave me alone because I believe in changing something. The politics of impunity, the politics of tribalism, the politics of the table which are creating to humiliate the same people that voted you in, they are going to be ending very soon. Because right now, I look at Governor Abdul Swamad of 001, of what he did to Bruce. If you can campaign for a governor, plus their mother and everyone and the friends, and that governor will come and send goons to come and do what you did to Bruce, why do you think that you are safe with your kids? You are not safe. And we need to change that. This kind of impunity, watu wanakaa wanasema utamjua mama lao ni nani, utawekwa ndani na utajua, na tena msimtoe mpaka nije. Do you hear that language? That is what police do. That is what the MP of Likoni did to some boys years back. Na ali make sure hawakutolewa hapo. It is not the constitution. We did not walk on the streets sign memorandum signatures, millions of signatures, to pass a constitution that is going to be used by politicians only. We did not champion for the freedom of speech to be used by politicians when they come to ask for votes from us. I believe Matiba died for a cause. Koigi Wawamwere was on that street for a cause. Tomboya was killed with the same file that was filled by so many men. I believe Richard Leakey, Paul Muite did not walk on that street for free. And today we have forgotten all of those men and women who have contributed to the Constitution 2010, and we have given it to one man who we call him a leader of the poor, which we know he's not the person who has championed for it. People who champion for it, some of them, they are 6 feet under. And we are going to recognize all of them. Those who wanted this country for the people and by the people. Dedan Kimathi, Tom Mboya, Aneko, David Oko. Those are the people. Ronald Ngala. Those are the people we are going to recognize. Maitha, the late Maitha. Those are the people who are supposed to be rightfully recognized. And for that belief, and for that fight, and for death of so many Kenyans, the blood which was poured in this country, and the recent blood of the Gen Zs of June 2025, those deaths will never go in vain. We are going to make sure that the country, for the people, by the people, it is realized. Those deaths will never go in vain. And we will change this country. Because we cannot expect this country to be changed by Kina Amos Wako, Kina Oparanya, the people who have been recycling themselves every 4 years term. They will change nothing. We need fresh mind, fresh faces, fresh people. We need to recognize people outside here who can lead this country, but just because they cannot give you 20 bob, 500 bob, they lose the chances of being voted. My friend, watu wa Mombasa na Kenya mzima, we need to change, because we are not going to change anything if we don't change our mentality. We don't need these people up there. We need different minds and we need to end this impunity once and for all. Enda siri tumeelewana, ni DM, you will meet him in person, plus other millions of Kenyans. They are going to meet Jimmy Wanjigi, because Jimmy Wanjigi is the person who thinks about Kenya 20 years to come, 50 years to come, 100 years to come. A person who thinks about his country for the next generation to come. That is a person who has the country at heart. And another thing which is crippling this country, we cannot pay odious debt. The minute Jimmy Wanjigi becomes a president, there is no odious debts we are going to pay, because odious debt is crippling this country. Deni ambayo inafaa kulipiwa na wananchi ni ile deni imepita bunge, deni imechukuliwa kulingana na katiba, wabunge wamepitisha, hiyo ndo deni tunalipa. Hatuwezi lipa madeni ambayo yanachukuliwa hayapitii bunge. Watu wanachukua madeni, wanaenda wanafanya biashara zao, saa nyingine tunaambiwa wananchi walipe. Jimmy Wanjigi is the real deal.